Please rise for the national anthem, which will be sung this morning by Mr. Bruce Isley II, vocal performer and Master of Music candidate. Following the anthem, Ms. Kathy Quarles-Moore, Clinical Assistant Professor in the College of Pharmacy, Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Outcome Sciences, will provide our invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so very much that we can gather together and celebrate this wonderful day, the day we honor the accomplishments of the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy class of 2022. Bless not only these graduates, but also their families and friends. These graduates have endured 4 years of hard work and self-sacrifice, which has led to the culmination of this moment. Father, the sacrifices were not made by these graduates alone, but also by their families. Thank you for every proud family member that these graduates represent. As they close this chapter and eagerly embark upon a new journey in their lives, help them to build upon the foundation that they have acquired here over the past 4 years. Pave their road with endless opportunities and always inspire them to be lifelong learners with an unquenchable thirst for more knowledge. Father, continue to teach them the joys of generosity, kindness, compassion, and service to others. As these graduates look toward the future with anticipation, we invoke your blessings upon each one as they go forward and serve. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy Convocation and Doctoral Hooding Ceremony for the class of 2022. My name is Julie Cease, and for the past 10 months, it has been my great honor to serve our college as its interim dean. And today, it is my pleasure to welcome each of you here to this truly special occasion. I know firsthand how very much each of our degree candidates will cherish the memory of this day in the years to come. I recall very vividly sitting right where they are seated a couple of short decades ago. I remember what it felt like to walk across this stage and to receive my doctoral hood, and I can't help but think of the people who were here to support me on that day, just as so many of you are here to support these future pharmacists today. I'm so grateful that I get to be part of this milestone ceremony for our degree candidates, And so before we go any further, please let me take this opportunity to be among the very first to share my personal congratulations with each of you at this very special time in your lives. Congratulations to each of our degree candidates, the class of 2022. Next, I would like to offer our warmest welcome to all of the family and friends who are joining us here today, to all of the parents, grandparents, step-family members, aunts, uncles, wives, husbands, children, nieces, nephews, friends who are like family and family who are the best of friends to our degree candidates. I share a heartfelt thank you to each of you. Thank you for being here today and for being there for each of our degree candidates during their pharmacy school journey. Without your support, these new doctors of pharmacy could not have achieved this milestone, and on behalf of them, I share our collective gratitude with each of you as well. Next, I would like to welcome our faculty and staff, as well as any preceptors that we may have here today on stage or out in the audience. If you would, for our faculty, staff, and preceptors, all please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Our faculty are nationally recognized as outstanding educators and scholars. They are servant leaders within our profession and communities, and without our staff, none of what our faculty and students achieve would be possible. Without our preceptors, our students could not complete the professional curriculum, and especially this year, I want to share my personal gratitude with each of these important groups of people, as they have also supported me during my time as interim dean, and for that I will always be grateful. Next, I would like to recognize a few key individuals who are on this stage with me, several of which will play a role in today's ceremony. The first is the Honorable Hugh Mobley. Mr. Mobley. Mr. Mobley is a member of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees, and we are particularly proud that he is also an alumnus of our college. Thank you for being here with us today, Mr. Mobley, and for all that you do to support our college and our university. Also, I would like to recognize Interim Provost Stephen Cutler. Now, our degree candidates know him best as Dean Cutler. And so we are especially glad that he could be with us today as well, and with them on their special day. Next, I'd like to recognize Interim Senior Associate Dean Gene Reeder. Dr. Reeder, let's give him a round of applause. Dr. Reeder is going to recognize the degree candidates during the hood portion of the ceremony, and Associate Dean Amy Grant will assist me with placing the hood over the shoulders of each of them as they process across this stage. James Orban, the class's chosen speaker, will deliver the class address, and Mr. Gerald Israel, our 2022 outstanding alumnus for the College of Pharmacy, will also address the degree candidates. Mr. Israel is joined today by his wife, Danette, his mother, Mamie, his daughter, Mackenzie, son, Michael, and daughter-in-law, Crystal, all of which are University of South Carolina alumni. Yeah, that's impressive. The Outstanding Alumni Award that Mr. Israel is receiving is the highest honor that the College of Pharmacy can bestow on any alumna or alumnus of the college. If there are any past recipients of the Outstanding Alumni Award present here with us today, I would like to ask that you please rise. At this time, all please join me in applause to recognize the accomplishments and dedication of Mr. Israel and all of our past outstanding alumni. I also offer a special thank you to the musicians who are providing the music for today's ceremony. And so now, class of 2022, as I thought about today and what brief thing I might say to you before we got on with the more exciting parts of today's ceremony, I thought back to the fall of 2019 when I first had the chance to meet you. I had just returned to the college as Senior Associate Dean, and you were beginning your P2 year. I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but a couple of your classmates, Tyra Rios, now Shad, and Amari Davis, came to interview me as part of Dr. Fable's Creating Pharmacy Leaders elective. Do you two remember that? I see a head nod, yeah. I think that I might have made them a little bit nervous, but honestly, as someone who really enjoys being in the classroom, I was just so incredibly happy to have the chance to talk with a couple of our students that I didn't know what to do. I don't remember exactly what question it was that I asked or how we arrived on this particular subject, but we started talking about the large gratitude jar that I keep in my office. And it was that memory of these two members of the class of 2022 that led me to know what I wanted to talk with you all about today, and that's gratitude. Did you know research suggests that practicing gratitude can actually make you a happier person? It can. Gratitude practices can improve relationships, and practicing gratitude is protective against depression and suicidal thoughts. It can even make a person feel better about themselves. Expressing gratitude, whether that's through words or actions, boosts dopamine and serotonin. And as our degree candidates know, those are the neurotransmitters that are responsible for feelings of happiness and well-being. You remember, good. You'll need that soon. On that day back in 2019, Tyra and Amari and I all wrote down gratitude statements on the little cards that I had, and we threw them in that jar. And so last week when I was preparing for today, I pulled those out, along with several others that have been added to it through the years, and I read them. I thought I would share a few of these with you all today as a few great examples of gratitude statements to help guide your own future gratitude practices. The first one was, grateful that I have family and friends that support and love me. Another said, I am grateful that I have an amazing family and friends and a fiance who take care of me and want the best for me. Another one I pulled out said, I am grateful for you and all you do with a true heart. And I actually recognized what I had wrote on that very day that I met with Tyra and Amari, and that day I said, I am grateful for students who wish to learn about me so that my previous experiences can help others. So class of 2022, I offer this suggestion to you as you start your pharmacy careers. Never forget to be grateful. Tough days will inevitably happen, tough seasons even. After all, today you will be devoting yourselves to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy, and that is a serious and heavy burden to carry. I know you're ready to face those challenges though, and when the tough times come, and on those hardest of days, remember to take a moment to recall what you are grateful for. Be grateful for family and friends who love you, grateful to be part of a profession that gets to help people, grateful to be part of an alumni network that goes back more than 150 years, and grateful for a college that will still be here, ready to support you should you ever need us. And so now it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. James Orban, who is selected by the class to speak today on their behalf. James has been a great student pharmacist, student leader, and I'm excited to hear what he will share with us today. So without further ado, I present you with James Orban to address the class.
Thank you, Dr. Cease, for that wonderful address and wonderful welcome here. Family and friends, faculty and staff, I cannot begin to describe how honored I am to stand here and speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2022. 4 years ago, we came together as new students, eager to receive our white coats and get started on our pharmacy journey. What seemed like an eternity flew by in the blink of an eye, though all the late nights before exams and early mornings may have felt like they would never end. We come before you now as new graduates, armed with a great knowledge and the drive to lead the university to make a positive impact on our career, our profession, and most importantly, our patients' lives. I am proud of everything we have accomplished at Carolina, and I cannot wait to see the impact you all have on your community. Pharmacy school has been a humbling experience, and I truly appreciate that. We have learned so much over the past 4 years. I'm sure we've all heard the analogy. It's like opening a fire hydrant and just standing right in front of it. One of the most important lessons, though, I believe, couldn't be found in a textbook, Couldn't be found on the syllabus, and we couldn't look it up on lexicon. Through these 4 years, we learned humility. We learned to identify healthcare disparities and the needs of others. I believe this core value is imperative to our practice. As we all enter our new careers, I pray that we hold this value true. We may read a person's health record or the note from the emergency room physician, but we may never know what that true person is really going through. We never know their honest story. I encourage us all to stay humble, do not pass judgment on those we work with or work for, and in the words of Tim McGraw, always stay humble and kind. I stand here today and reflect on all these fond memories and brought back to day one and the question that we were all asked: why do you want to become a pharmacist? At face value, this really seems like a simple question, but it carries with it a very large weight. Why do you want to be a pharmacist, and why do I want to be a pharmacist? We all may have different reasons and different justifications for pursuing this career, but I believe there's a core connection between them all, a strong desire to help and bring comfort to those that we serve, a desire that drove us down this difficult road and held us strong through all the struggles that we have faced through these past 4 years, so that one day we can go out in the world and help comfort those most in need. I would like to thank our faculty and administrators for all the help that you have given us through this demanding program. I would like to thank our incredible professors for challenging us to be better every single day and for giving us guidance when we needed it the most. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to all of my classmates. I remember when we first came to USC, we had a brief orientation for those students who did not previously attend for undergraduate. And as that orientation ended, we joined the large class in Koger 215. I remember feeling nervous. I was in a new place. I didn't know my road ahead of me, and I didn't really know where I fit in here. But you all welcomed me, open arms, and within a few hours, I saw that I had found a new home at USC. You all showed me what it really means to be part of a Gamecock family, and I'm truly grateful for coming down here and meeting all of you. We've all heard the faculty and preceptors say that pharmacy is a small world, and I pray that this holds true because I cannot wait until the day that we can see each other all again. Thank you for an incredible 4 years, and let's celebrate many more to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, James. It's now my pleasure to formally recognize our outstanding alumnus of the year, Gerald Israel Jr. Gerald earned his BS Pharmacy degree from our college in 1988. He is currently the Chief Pharmacy Officer for Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina. His 30-plus years of past pharmacy experience includes having been pharmacist in charge for a local community retail pharmacy, a hospital pharmacist with Providence Hospital and the Moncrief Military Hospital, senior pharmaceutical representative with Merck and Company, and a clinical advisor, pharmacy director with the National Pharmacy Benefits Manager, CVS Caremark. He is a member of several pharmacy organizations, including the Academy of Managed Care Pharmacy and the National Committee of Pharmacy Executives for the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. He has been married 37 wonderful years and has been blessed with 3 children, all adults now with careers in the medical field. His hobbies include sports and music. Mr. Israel, I am proud to bestow upon you the College of Pharmacy's Outstanding Alumnus Award. If you would join me, sir.
Well, what a glorious morning, y'all. Today marks the end of what some of you might say was a long journey you felt would never end, right? But here we are, you and me, to mark the beginning of your successful careers as pharmacists. So give yourselves and all those that helped you a big round of applause. You deserve it. You know, just a short 34 years ago, I was fortunate to be in the same position you are. I was full of hope, enthusiasm, joy, and oh yes, I was straddled with a little fear and uncertainty about what the future was going to hold for me. How many of you think you already know what you're going to do with all that wonderful knowledge you've acquired over the last 6 years or so? How many of you think you know? Raise your hand. That's what I thought. Well, I thought I knew. You see, I was going to be that guy in that crisp white coat behind that counter that stood in the old days 10 feet above everybody else, reciting everything I knew about drugs in a language nobody seemed to understand but me at times. But on a day like this day, your day, I realized my real education was just beginning. The day after I graduated, I decided I'd work for a small independent pharmacy in the same neighborhood where I grew up. Figured that would be a safe place to practice being a real pharmacist. Truth is, half of my customers either taught me in grade school, were the parents of my childhood friends, or I'd had the unfortunate pleasure of being chastised by them at some point in my life. It was great, though. However, I quickly learned that my safe place wasn't that safe after all. Why, you ask? Because I didn't know what I thought I knew about my neighbors. I didn't know Mr. Jones had cancer. I didn't know Mr. Baker tried to commit suicide. I didn't know my pastor had diabetes. Sure, I shared all that knowledge I had attained in pharmacy school and to educate them about their medicines, but they needed more. They wanted to talk, seek advice, share personal stories about their private health journeys. Now, there were no courses in pharmacy curriculum that taught me empathy, how to give someone hope that if they were adherent to their medications, they had a fighting chance. I quickly realized that every time I dropped a vial of pills in that little white bag, it oftentimes required I dropped a little bit of myself in there. Because I wanted to be the best pharmacist I could be to these folks. Now, some of you are going to decide that community pharmacy setting is your career calling. Let me encourage you today. Remember to always put a little bit of yourself in that bag. After a few years of looking down from heaven, from that 10-foot podium up there where I was practicing, I decided I wanted to broaden my education and career path and learn more about the pharmaceutical industry. Thus, I was fortunate to be offered a position with a large, powerful pharmaceutical company, Merck & Company Incorporated. Probably heard of them. I was actually going to trade in my white coat for a suit and tie. Chasing the dream from office to office. In South Carolina, in the hot days of August. Anybody sweating yet? I was dressed sharp as a tack when I started my day. About at 4 o'clock p.m., I was soggy as a sponge. But that was okay, because I was spreading the good news about wonderful breakthrough therapies to treat mankind. Every health professional I would engage with would no doubt praise me for bringing them the good news. I was fortunate to have worked in the industry during a time when truly meaningful therapies were being developed. Statins were proven to decrease cardiovascular disease and save lives. Drugs not only treated hypertension, but they also spared kidney function, stuff that you all have learned in your 6 years. For the first time in many years, industry was making significant strides in developing therapies to treat type 2 diabetes. As an African American, all of these new treatments were personal for me, for my neighborhood and yours too. But you all are beginning your careers in a day and time when significant medicinal breakthroughs literally can mean the difference between life and death. You all will be subject matter experts on therapies that extend the lives of HIV patients beyond what we ever dreamed. Autoimmune conditions and rare diseases that, had not for the legions of brilliant researchers, which some of you might be, were a certain death sentence for many young and old. Some of you will choose a similar pathway and accept the responsibility of being that voice to spread the news, to be a part of that immense pharma engine we so depend on for the cure. Who knows? COVID may be only the tip of what's to come. Are you all ready? But as within many industries, pharma had to morph, it had to change, it had to adapt to survive, particularly as industry grew in numbers of companies. Novel new therapies were launching in fewer numbers and regularities in the 1990s. Unlike today, where the pipeline is overflowing with biologics and biosimilars, terms that you guys have probably been hearing again through your academic career. But alas, something else was growing and becoming more commonplace in healthcare that would forever change how patients and providers would interact to finance their drugs. The almighty prescription card. Now, when I started out in my practice, I could literally count the number of prescription card plans that were available. I understood early on that cash was no longer going to be how we paid for our medicines at the pharmacy. The prescription card was the way. I see a lot of parents out there nodding their heads. But what was the engine, the nuts and bolts behind this little plastic card? We treated it like it was an American Express Gold card. So in 2001, I was offered an opportunity to work and learn more about how this little card worked. I joined an up-and-coming small PBM, which was called Advanced PCS. My title was Clinical Advisor. Got a title now. My primary job duties were to serve our health plan clients, people like Blue Cross, Aetna, Cigna, as their advisor to help them formulate and administer prescription benefits. Now, as I was onboarding, I quickly learned I was going to be in a position to interact with individuals who would look to me, that's right, me, for advice on decisions related to formulary coverage, utilization, clinical-based programs, the whole gamut. I was shoulder to shoulder with C-suite executives who were astute business persons but knew little about drugs or how they worked because they focused on the cost. How many of you believe it's important to have others trust you and your judgment? How many of you are willing to do what it takes to earn that trust of those you work with? This was my new challenge in my career. I was now a part of the managed care engine that when I worked behind the counter, I used to complain about every day. Over the next 9 years, though, I worked closely with physician medical directors, case nurses, disease management coaches, attorneys, actuaries, And yeah, customer service representatives. Our task being to create clinically sound, affordable prescription benefits for you and me. This pharmacy career puzzle was starting to come together for me now. This was the third leg of my career stool that I needed to complete my understanding of why pharmacists and pharmacies are so important to our healthcare system. Now, just imagine that complex, expensive car that many of you are going to buy as soon as you walk out this door was designed and manufactured by a chef. Scary, isn't it? I had a lot to offer in teaching my new health plan colleagues about pharmacy, but I also had a lot to learn from them. I knew drugs, that was my comfort zone. Having to view pharmacy through the lens of managed care was challenging. New concepts, rules, developing the skills necessary to present your proposals in a way that clinicians and business people understood. Young pharmacists, there will always be something to learn. Never get complacent. Remember, every time you strap up and put your professional game face on, going about the responsibilities you've studied and trained so hard for, you can never relax, for it could literally mean the difference between life and death for somebody. Those 9 years as a clinical advisor allowed me to grow in experience and forge some really good relationships. Well, as with all good fairy tales, though, there's usually a happy ending. My happy ending has allowed me, the same young pharmacist I just summarized a 30-plus career in 3 pages, to have a seat at the table, to participate and actually have a say in decisions that would affect many South Carolinians and how they access drug therapy under their prescription benefits. I've had the opportunity to lead, as well as support formulary decisions that impact you, me, all of our loved ones. Those decisions may very well impact providers in our healthcare systems. As Chief Pharmacy Officer, Assistant Vice President for arguably one of the most respected insurance carriers in this state, if not nationally, I've had the opportunity to provide feedback on pending South Carolina legislation that impacts the practice of pharmacy. My role allows me to interact and share ideas with other pharmacy executives within the National Blue Cross Blue Shield partner plans across the nation. You know, I used to always think how cool it would be to sit around a conference room and have meaningful dialogue with CEOs of large health plans, large PBMs like CVS, Walgreens. I had a chance to do that. I've been fortunate to have moderated the pharmacy panel for a number of years that's held down in Kiowa. Really nice place. If you've never been there, you ought to try it. A lot of your pharmacy colleagues there, they engage in legislative and pharmaceutical industry guests, and we talk about what's going on in healthcare these days. But I found that some of the most meaningful and important conversations that I've ever had on my journey as a pharmacist have been with other fellow pharmacists. From the owner of that local independent to the corporate offices of the large chains, hospital systems, government agencies. And yes, it goes without saying how important my relationship with this great university and College of Pharmacy has been. Many of my mentors still are here, part of this college family. Dr. Reed. They've motivated me. They've encouraged me not to limit myself. I remember one particular individual telling me vividly that the future of pharmacy was not necessarily be dictated by who's behind the counter or in front of the counter. It's what's inside that little computer screen that's going to play a huge role in the success of pharmacy. meaning that the very decisions I and one day some of you will make will determine access to medication therapy for your communities. As I close, let me again say congratulations to all of you. You guys rock. Let the excitement of this day stay with you forever, because there are going to be some challenging ones coming. As my young adult children say, I'm just keeping it real. But you're ready for whatever comes. The past few years have been a test for all of us, although some of you might say, "Wow, Ken was tougher," but you know. But in all things, give thanks. Remember, you are an invaluable member of the healthcare team. You are the expert. For selecting me as the 2022 College of Pharmacy Alumnus of the Year, I humbly and graciously say, thank you, have a great career, and go Cox.
And now, for the portion of this morning's ceremony that you have all been waiting for, our recognition and hooding of the degree candidates. In just a moment, Dr. Reeder will call the name of each of you, class of 2022. As your name is called, you'll walk across the platform, and Dr. Grant and I will place your hood over your head and onto your shoulders. After a picture, Mr. Mobley, Provost Cutler, and Mr. Israel will greet each of you, and Mr. Israel will provide you with your alumni pin. So I will now ask that each of these individuals take their places on stage with me. And the first row of degree candidates, you may now rise and approach the platform. Each subsequent row may then rise and approach the platform in turn.
Good morning. In just a few moments, we'll begin the hooding ceremony for the Doctor of Pharmacy candidates. Given the formality of this ceremony, we respectfully request that you hold all applause until the last person has been hooded, and to refrain from any gestures or noises that might disrupt the ceremony. I promise you there will be plenty of time to celebrate when the last person is recognized. So we thank you and we appreciate your consideration. Tania Young again. Lane M. Ailstock. Reagan A. Albright. Zach Daniel Altenberg. Lauren R. Arendt. Sarah Elton Arnold, graduating with honors, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program. Henry C. Austin Moore, graduating from the Master of Health Information Technology Program. Jacob H. Avant, graduating with honors. Ashley Elizabeth Bishop, graduating with honors. Jessica Miles Black, graduating with honors. Anna Elaine Browder. Hannah G. Brown, graduating with honors. Bradley D. Burleson. Stephen I. Burns, graduating with honors. Benjamin C. Carabo. Catherine H. Cave, graduating with honors, graduating from the Walker Leadership Scholar Program. Michelle Chow, graduating with honors, graduating with master's degree in health information technology. Jackson C. Clary, graduating with honors. Cole D. Comalander, graduating with honors. Logan Tate Cook, graduating with honors, graduating from the Kennedy Pharmacy Innovation Center Business and Entrepreneurship Program. Ronald J. Crocker, graduating with honors, winner of the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence and winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Emily A. Krautz, graduating with honors. Brian Josh Daniel. Amari L. Davis, graduating with honors. Madeline Faye Dean, graduating with honors. Michael A. Deeney, graduating with honors, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program, and winner of the Community Service Award. Natalie Legree Drouillard, graduating with honors. Brian R. Eberl. Andrew W. Ehrlich. MBA. Hunter C. Ferraro, graduating with a master's degree in business administration. Joseph J. Fields, graduating with honors. Kennedy J. Freeman, graduating with honors, winner of the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence. Lily M. Heer, graduating with honors. Sierra L. Hill. Emily D. Homer Conrad. Hannah Dial Huffman, graduating with honors. Carly Marie Huggins, graduating with honors, winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Katie I. James, graduating with honors. Don H. Jensen, graduating with honors, graduating with a master's degree in health information technology, and winner of the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence. Savannah L. Johnson, graduating with honors. Taylor E. Jordan, graduating with honors. Nancy M. Joyner, graduating with honors, winner of the Integrative Medicine Award. Justice N. Keys, graduating with honors. Kylie M. Kistler. Madison R. Coons, graduating with honors. Amanda Page Lancaster, graduating with honors. Haley Ann LaRue, graduating with honors. Thompson Gardner Lawhead. Tai Ying Lee, graduating with honors, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program. Katrina Lavas. Tracy Danielle Lown. Christian A. Manley, graduating with honors. Ashton Lee Mason, graduating with honors. Kaylee D. Madison, graduating with honors. Kenzie M. McClure, graduating with honors, graduating from the South Carolina Honors College, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program, and winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Carolyn McNamara McCaffrey, graduating with honors. Ryan C. McCormick, graduating with honors and winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Megan M. McTavish, graduating with honors. Nathan H. Meek. Rebecca Briley Miller, graduating with honors, winner of the Excellence in Clinical Communication Award, and winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Lyric G. Morton. Leanna T. Wynn. Oyindamola Olorufimi. Graduating with honors, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program, and winner of the Interprofessional Award. James E. Orban III, graduating with honors, graduating from the Walker Leadership Scholars Program, and winner of the Professionalism Award. Feval Arun Kumar Patel, graduating with a master's degree in business administration. Raleigh M. Patel, winner of the Dean's Award. Manak J. Patel, graduating with honors, graduating with a master's degree in business administration. Katie A. Pescavage, graduating with honors. Eric A. Prehine, graduating with honors, winner of the Beatrice Excellence in Pharmacy Award. Taylor N. Ramsey, graduating with honors and winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Lauren V. Rayfield. Tyra Rios Shad, graduating with honors, winner of the APHA ASP Senior Recognition Certificate, and winner of the Outstanding Student Leadership Award. Sophie E. Robinson, graduating with honors. Gabrielle T. Sava, graduating with honors. Nicole Marie Salisbury, graduating with honors. Olivia R. Schad. Carly M. Schneider. Sarah E. Sears, graduating from the South Carolina Area Health Education Consortium Scholars Program. Taylor M. Smar, graduating with honors, graduating from the Kennedy Pharmacy Innovation Center Business and Entrepreneurship Program. Bailey A. Smith, graduating with honors. Rachel Antoinette Sneed, graduating with honors. Eleanor R. Spar. Claire A. Spence, graduating with honors. Holly Gabrielle Spence, graduating with honors. Jordan T. Stairs. Emily E. Stauffer, graduating with honors. Robert Gary Stewart, Jr., graduating with honors. Sydney A. Strauss, graduating with honors. Haley Samantha Strunk, graduating with honors. Stevie Ray Swain, graduating with honors, winner of the Outstanding Scholastic Achievement Award. Joshua A. Tarowski. Mariana Joy Vinson, graduating with a master's degree in health administration. Lauren M. Walters, graduating with a master's degree in health administration. Ryder V. Ward, graduating with honors. Timothy G. Wottrell. Anna Grace Whelan, graduating with honors. Justin B. White, graduating with honors. Alexis J. Williams, graduating with honors. Lauren A. Yam, graduating with honors. And to Reagan Albright, my apology, I forgot to mention you were graduating with honors as well. Ladies and gentlemen,
This is your chance to let go, so let go. Thank you all. It's a little bit harder to sit down now that you're wearing that hood, isn't it? You've picked up some extra garments. I'll now ask Dr. Amy Grant, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Diversity, to lead the degree candidates as they take the oath of a pharmacist.
Are you guys smiling now? No one tripped. No one fell. You all looked beautiful. Let's do this. Okay. It's now time for you all to fully appreciate and accept the responsibility of becoming a pharmacist, as we have reached the point in our program in which we'll administer the oath of a pharmacist. The oath of a pharmacist is based on the oath and prayer of Maimonides, with input from the American Pharmacists Association and the American Association Colleges of Pharmacy. This oath describes the characteristics of a professional pharmacy practitioner. As our new graduates recite the oath, please recognize that becoming a professional means more than just learning the science of pharmacy. It means mastering the art of utilizing this knowledge to serve fellow human beings. This responsibility of serving others must be conducted with the highest moral standards, ethical conduct, dignity, integrity, and honor as reflected in the oath. In recognition of this responsibility to serve others, I will now ask the graduating students to please rise and turn to face the audience as they recite the oath. Graduates and members of the audience, you will find the oath of the pharmacist on the last page of the program. Graduates, please recite along with me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider
Class of 2022, it's okay to turn back around now. Good job. And you are an absolutely impressive sight. You're welcome to have a seat once more. The hood that you're wearing is a result and a reminder of the years of hard work that you have put in and the many accomplishments you have already achieved. It's also a reflection of what is to come, a future filled with service to others, no longer as a student pharmacist, but now as a pharmacist. Our college has prepared you to be, on this very date, a practice-ready pharmacy practitioner. We are proud of you, and I'm personally grateful to have been a small part of your life's journey. Remember that, though you may be leaving us, you are now and will always be a part of our college's family. Though you may not see us every day, we'll still be here, supporting you, pulling for you, and wishing you all the very best. As a fellow alumna of our college and as a pharmacist, it is truly my pleasure to welcome each of you to our Gamecock Pharmacy alumni family and to welcome you as a fellow member of my profession. I'll be looking forward to greeting each of you on Friday as your degree is conferred as well. So this brings us very near to the conclusion of today's ceremony. Momentarily, Mr. Isley will lead us in the singing of our alma mater. Following the alma mater, I'll ask that faculty be allowed to leave the auditorium first. Guests should remain seated while the degree candidates then exit. And for our class of 2022, I'll ask that you all leave the auditorium exiting through those doors to your left because we're going to take a class photo right out there. Then we're going to welcome all of you to join us in greeting the class of 2022 in the lobby where we'll be holding a reception in their honor. So now on behalf of the College of Pharmacy in Fort Carolina, I thank you all for being here today and I wish you all of our very best.